Hello everyone. Hopefully this is working. I think it is. Cool. So how's it going? It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. Been what? Nearly a month, isn't it? 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Last time I had Rob turn up, so I had to cut the stream short, so I had to rush into that. So I've got a couple of things here to sort out. Got some mail to open, and some of that mail is something which I need to fix, so we might have a look at that. And say hello in the chat. Have a chat in the chat, because I want to have a two-way conversation. And hopefully things come along. I didn't give much notification for this stream. I woke up this morning and thought, hey, it's still a live stream. I was lying there last night trying to figure out whether or not I was going to bother doing one. And this morning I decided, yeah, well, I've got some other stuff I need to be doing as well, you see, so I thought, what the hell, I'll do a live stream. Just hopefully it sounds okay. Using my mic this time. I've already checked that. Okay. I've had a quick clean up on my desk. I've got an interesting video I'm going to be doing soon too, actually. Well, I've already recorded it yesterday. And I think it's pretty good. I'll share a bit of that with you, tease it with you a little bit. And I've got something I made the other day, which I'll show you, which I need to refine design slightly, so we'll go into that as well in Tinkercad. 3D printing thing. Go on, someone chat. Pop up in the chat. Be someone to talk to. Say hello. Let me know who's there. Hopefully some of the regulars turn up. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed and you're just having a look, hello. I do electronic repairs, and make sure you subscribe. And we'll do something today. We'll have a look. I've got 3 packages there to open up. Mail's been really quiet the past couple of weeks, so I'm struggling a bit for mailbag items. So I'll be recording these for mailbag as well. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I've ordered that just hasn't turned up yet. No, not like KeyCon. No, I think that's probably a completely wrong country, I'm guessing. I guess it's in the US, isn't it? I don't know, I've not followed it at all. Other side of the world, yeah. Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. I'm having trouble waking up. I actually trouble getting to sleep last night as well. Nothing like that. I haven't had that for a while. But come on. I need you're in Italy. Alright. Yeah, just I'm trying to get motivated as well this morning, so it's a bit slow. I'm a bit slow. I'm still waking up. I've only been awake for about half an hour. It's a bit of a rush this morning trying to get everything set up for the stream, and I wasn't actually going to worry about it, but I woke up this morning and thought, oh yeah, I'll do a live stream. What the hell. I also got the opportunity to do one. So let's have a look at the top screen. You'll get started, and you'll see what turns up. So I want to go to this one I want to work on. Now, as you can see, this is if I remember to use the bloody page, that'd be great. Little clip thing, right? This is actually used for HP feet, like the old original HP test equipment feet. There's a little wedge piece that goes in there which locks the feet in. And I realised the other day I actually don't have any of these, so I found one on my other piece of gear and decided, right, I'll model this up. So I modelled it up already, but it doesn't quite fit right. I've got these dimensions in here slightly wrong, so I'm going to tweak these dimensions, and hopefully it doesn't snap when you try and use it. It seems fairly strong, so it's not too bad. I haven't broken one yet. Only one that's printed badly. But what I need to do is just thin these bits up a bit more. I've got them. The original's about 1mm thick, and I made these 1.5, thinking yeah, it can probably be a bit beefier, and it's too tight. You can barely get it in, so it's like, nah, okay, I need to adjust that some more. So that's not actually much of a big deal on these. You might actually see, you can see I've got these ribs in here. These help to actually get it to latch in, because these surfaces are parallel and actually just push into a foot. I should get a foot down actually so I can show you what they look like, and then you know what I'm talking about. I'll demonstrate it. Let's get one. There are actually spare ones here. Alright. Go back to this view so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully the camera focuses. So here's one of the original HP feet. This is actually I got off eBay actually. It's like a remade. It's not an original. It's someone's remanufactured it, and it's actually injection molded and everything. So it's not 3D printed. So that's the original foot, and you see it's got this little tab here, which you squeeze to release it. Right. So when it's actually in equipment, you squeeze that, and you can lift the back out and slide it out. Right. And this is like a little locking pin, which is what's on the top screen there, focus. Alright, so this is what I've copied, is one of these. And that locks into the foot just there. So you push it into here. Let's try and get an angle so you can see. Alright, so it pushes into there like that to lock that, so you can't squeeze it in order to release the foot. Right, it's there to make sure the foot doesn't fall off. Now on the side of this, actually got ribs down one side, the other side is smooth. And I've basically done the same kind of thing with this design. So this is what I'm doing. So because these things are often missing when you get bits of gear, let's change screens again. I thought, well, I'll just make some. I mean, it's a pretty simple part. It's not hard. So, but what I've done is, where are they? I'll put them here. I did print some out, but they're really tight fit. Try and find it. But how's it going? So here we go. This is one I printed out, and it does go in this one, but it's pushing outwards and it's actually really tight. It's sort of stretching it a little bit. I thought it might be able to go over there, but I actually tried it on bits of gear. It was too tight. I couldn't get it in very easily. I had to really force it, and it's just no, the fit doesn't. It's not quite right. So I need to thin those bits up a little bit more, which is what this is about. I want my OBS is being a bit weird again. Here we go. So yes, what we'll do, we'll quickly model this up. This one little thing. So I've got some bits of mail to open up as well, and there's a bit of test gear in there. Well, there's actually 2 bits of test gear which I purchased. I've got some more coming, I think. Yeah, I've got something else coming. It's taken a while. So let's just have a look at this, and let's try and fix this. Ungroup, and I think I need one more. Get to see how I built it. There. Yeah. So basically what I've got to do here is move try to figure out I'm going to get to the bits I need to move. Okay, so I can start with this one. I might do it one piece at a time. Move that one over a little bit. Merge those. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, and then I'll merge those two because I don't want that to move. Now, so I've got this piece here I need to move. Hi Josh. Hey Carl. Ken. I guess you guys missed the intro. This is a locking piece for HP equipment foot. I've made my own one. Now I might have to do this individually, I think. If I can lock in, let's just do this. Cool, that's working. Just trying to make sure I'm working in the right stages here. Right, there we go. Now, so I'll move those little rod pieces over. So I'll select them all at once. 2.55. Moving by 0.2 mil. So it's still going to be slightly thicker than the original. The original was 1 mil. I made 1.5, so this will make it 1.3. I reckon that'll probably be enough. Right. Those. Done. That should hopefully do it. Don't think I've cocked anything up in the process. Let's bring it down here, export the thing. So I might fire the 3D printer up as well and just give that a try, see if it works out right or not. Sounds like a plan. Then we'll do some electronic stuff afterwards. Maybe whilst it's printing. Mind you, once I had on the print actually. Alright, so I need to go to Thingiverse now. Hold on a second, let's bring this down here. Just need to adjust something. If I click on the right thing, it's helpful. I'll just re-upload that to Thingiverse. Replace existing design I've got up there. Just give me a second to set it up. I know it's going to be closer than the original, so I'll just do it. Alright. Won't take much. I just need to do this off camera because it shows my computer stuff which has got my name all over it. So, even though I'm a YouTuber, I still like privacy. Strangely. Let's delete that one. Add in a new one. Oh, it's not very exciting right now. Just give me a second. We'll start printing something soon once I get this all sorted out. So make sure I've got the most up-to-date version up there on the site. I think that's that. There we go. So get down there. Right, so there's the Thingiverse page. It's up there. Let's replace the file up there. A little bit of a sore throat past a day or so, so I hope it holds out okay. Then I'll get this into my slicer software and make a new slice file. Hi Paul, how's it going? Of course now it's probably upset it, isn't it? No picture. Come on. It should be right. Here we go. Alright. So it's up on Thingiverse anyway, so just look for me if you're looking for my stuff. And there's that filter I did the other day, the air filter box which I made on, well, I did a video on it on Monday, didn't I? Published that. Looks like 5 people have got it. Cool. Right, now let's get into Slicer. Then we'll do some printing. Let's get the file loaded in there. Right, so there's the Slice software. I think I ended up using, I think this one worked better, my 13th settings. I think that one worked better. Yeah, that's what worked better. Okay. I'm sure this thing used to say, I'm sure it's at some point which said how long it's going to take to print. I haven't seen it in there ever since. I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure I saw it in here once. This was a different piece of software I was looking at. I really don't remember. Anyway, export G code. Let's get the printer set up. Chuck it in there. Get it going. Right. Shouldn't take too long to print either, so I've been playing with settings recently, trying to get more speed. Always want more speed. Just get this warming up before I walk away from it. Save some time. Okay. Right. Drag that over there. Right. Hopefully this will get more interesting soon. Hopefully. Right. Because I don't use Octo printer, I just do SD cards. I don't have it set up as like standalone. I just have it set up as a standalone printer. Can I find the card? Turn it off and on again. It does that. Right, leave that to go. I should start in a minute, well, a couple of minutes. I'm using PLA because I can't bother doing like the drawing on ABS and stuff like that. It's just for little simple things like this. It's just not really necessary. It's a small little part, and it's PLA is fine. It's only like a low importance part. If I needed something high quality, I'd use ABS. But it takes a bit more effort because you've got to enclose the printer and all that sort of stuff. ABS being a bit weird in me again. You can maybe see it. You know, it's obviously right there. It's the behind the microscope. It's an Ender 3 I'm using. But I've had some issues with it recently. The rollers on the bed are worn out, so I've ordered some more rollers. So what's happening is actually it's got a plastic piece around the outside roller which goes into the guides. It's got those trapezoidal shape rollers, and they're actually sliding up and down on the rollers on the bearings. The bearings sit in this in the centre. It's the metal piece, and you get the plastic sleeve, and the plastic sleeve sliding up and down. And they've got some grooves in them stuff now as well, so it's a bit worn. So I've ordered some more rollers, but so for now I have to be careful about the bed levelling because it's. It used to be a case I'll just set it and it'd be fine. I'll be able to leave it, and now I can't. I have to check it quite often, so we'll give it a go. I haven't really moved it much. If I try and put any weight on the bed or lever it at all, it'll pop off and it'll shift. What do I use Tinkercad? Just what I started to use. I just use Tinkercad because that's what I gave a go. It's very simple. I think I did download Fusion 360. Have a quick look. Pretty sure I've had this discussion before. Sounds familiar. Yeah, I've got Fusion 360 on the computer. I did install it, so I do actually have it here. And so I just haven't really got into it much. Let's open up and have a look, shall we? I've lost it again. I installed it at the time. I haven't really used it, and it seems to be taking forever to launch, which is always a great sign. It's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Because I'm on a Mac, things bouncing up and down. What's it doing? I can import into Fusion 360, can I? Okay. Is it popped up window? No, it's popped up window. Alright, there you go. It's launched. And the printers have started up. Well, Fusion 360 is still launching. It's trying to get there. And I need an account. I don't know if I set one up or not. I need to have a look at that. Did I set up a Fusion 360 account? Let's have a look. Doesn't look like I have. So yeah, it's probably as far as I've got as installing the software. No, I don't have. I don't have an account for that. So, yeah, I'll look at it another time. I have to watch several tutorials. Yeah, it's quite likely. I have some experience with AutoCAD, very limited experience with AutoCAD at work. So I'm a little bit familiar with AutoCAD tools, but yeah, it's obviously a little bit different. Tinkercad is so easy to use, anyone can do it. Also requires 2FA authentication. What's that? I don't know what that is. Check the printer, make sure it's coming out right. Yep, so far so good. It's looking fine. So we've done a few layers. Yeah, so what's this 2FA authentication? So I don't know what that is. Sorry if I've already answered because it's got a bit of delay. Oh, sends the code to your cell phone. Right, no, that's not that big a deal, is it? Talk about my cell phone, I haven't got it anywhere with me. Until children get off the internet, it's not a good thing. Right. Yeah, Two-factor authentication. Oh, 2FA, two-factor authentication, of course. 2FA, sorry, yeah. Now, I'll show you something. There's a couple of little caps in there. Yeah, where are they? Yeah, just see one on the corner of the bag there. Right there. And here you go, there's the other one over there. So, those two little caps there, I think they're 0201s or something like that, they're pretty small. They're out of my Signet oscilloscope. And I got bored and I thought, oh, well, I didn't get bored, I got motivated, I suppose. And I've hacked my STS 2102 100 MHz oscilloscope. Now it does 340 MHz bandwidth. There's a little forum thread on the EV blog forum about some similar scopes. Not actually, this one isn't specifically mentioned, but it's the same front end setup, and doing the same modification to it gives you the same bandwidth. Can use F360 offline. Yeah, it's probably the benefit of using that, isn't it? This you can do stuff offline. I prefer to do stuff offline. I don't like these online apps really, because you're reliant on the website being around. Which is why I've got it sort of on Thingiverse as well, and sort of shared around a bit. And obviously, I download every design as well. So I've always got a copy of it, so if I do need to put it somewhere else, I can. And I use STL files, so it should be pretty compatible with other places too. So it shouldn't take too long to print this out. It's a pretty small thing, and I've got it running fairly fast. Hopefully, the printing quality is okay. Yeah, well, it's about halfway right now. I just want to see if it's a better fit. I just want to tweak it again. But once I can make my own ones, I don't have to worry about it, because you know I've got all these bits of HB gear with these feet, and a lot of them I've got those little pins missing. So that's why I wanted to make them. But yeah, just wanted to get that done. So let's look at desk. It's fairly tidy. I've got a couple of things I can work on. There's, I've got mail got to open up, I've just got some test gear in it, so we'll get to that. I've also got some downlights which I took down yesterday, LED downlights, which have failed again. I bought some cheap downlights from China. Well, I should explain that some more. These downlights, right? Now, these lights were in a shop in New Zealand, exactly the same model, exactly the same light, and they wanted $70 each one. And I saw that and thought, I'm not paying $70 for a single LED downlight. This is ridiculous. And because they got little AC to DC converter as well, little box we plug into them. And I wasn't going to pay that money for them, so I went on to AliExpress and bought a pack of 10 for the same price. And they gradually fail. The LEDs modules fail, but I did buy a pack of replacement internal LED modules, so you can just put a new module in. Although they're not exactly the same ones, they're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. But they work. So I don't know if I'll bother doing that on stream or not. I don't know. It's just LEDs, not exciting. Still got those. But say, the main thing, I've got some test gear sitting here, which I'll get onto. Just want to do this 3D print thing first, get that out of the way. Let's get some space over here. Actually, I'll leave it to one side for now. So I've already got the boxes ready to go. I just need to get myself set up to do recording. I've already got the camera on the tripod, so I was using it yesterday to do the scope hacking. I'll publish that video next week, I think, probably next week. See how we go with that. print won't take too much longer if I can say it. I'm struggling a bit because I've got a sore throat. Right. So my mailbag setup is, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but you see my wife has got a desk back in here. So my mailbag setup's a bit different now. Hi Simon, how's it going? Hi Drew. How's it going with that bit of test gear you're working on? I forgot what the number is now. Did you manage to get that op amp yet to sort that out? Hopefully it's op amp. If anyone's watching me and they're not familiar with Simon Spears, go and check out his channel. 3D prints is finished. This is done. And because I'm using quite high speeds and high temperatures, stuff like that, it's a bit stringy places. Let's clean some of that off. It's not a perfect print, not by any shot. Especially, I found when you try to do something really small like this, it's actually really hard to get a decent print because when you got a large base like this, I found that when I was doing the large base part, the output was printing perfectly, but the same settings weren't really suitable for doing a really tiny spiky bit at the front there. The thin little finger on there. It's just because it's so fast to print that part. It's actually overheating the material. Still waiting. Okay. Well, that goes in easier. It's still a bit tight, but it's certainly a lot better. Yeah, that's definitely working nice. That's a lot better than the original one, which is here. Which is a lot harder to get in there. That's definitely too big. So what I just did is, yeah, that feels about right actually. I think I've gone about the right size there. It feels good. So I won't really know until I actually get a piece of test gear to put it on. I've got one here, have I? No. No. I'd have sold a piece of my test gear actually. Yeah, it's a shame because he actually needs some of these on it. Should have done this before, could have given it to him. So yeah, that's definitely much better. That's much better. Happy with that. Using PLA. So let's just have a look at this so I can improve this print quality a little bit. The base looks perfect, but the fingers look too hot. I might have to look at adjusting the temperatures in the G code. That's doable. To put some custom code in there. It's a bit of a fiddle though. Because there's so little throughput in the material, right? So because you got this. Try and get the focus right. Yeah, on focus. On focus or not? Just going to keep looking at me. Yeah, it's not going to do it, is it? That's a pain. Kind of wants to focus, then it looks like something else. Anyway, because it's got those little fingers on there, it's such a small throughput of material that it cooks when it's in the nozzle. So material will degrade. It's a balance between heat and time. So you can have you get it through there faster so it doesn't degrade, or you can use lower temperature. But going through faster means you have through a faster print speed and you can have problems from that. Oh, you got a CR10. ABS, yeah, make sure it's dry. The results don't come out very good. It comes out pretty ugly because it actually swells up. So the moisture in it just doesn't do much favours. I've done ABS. But the other thing is to enclose the printer, wrap it up. So I might print some more of those out. Maybe just try and tweak those settings slightly, get it slightly better.